South Philly was a beautiful area. It was a lot of stores, a lot of shops, bakeries, dress shops, clothing stores. It was like an avenue where people could go shop.
It's a typical neighborhood where people care about each other.
I would say it's one big community.
You get to know all kinds of people from all different kinds of walks of life.
I believe Point Breeze is a working class area, a lot of professionals.
But through the years, it started deteriorating.
Some people stayed, some people left, you know. A lot of my friends, they lived in other areas. They couldn't understand why you want to live in South Philly. It's the ghetto, but it's convenient for transportation. You don't drive, you can get the bus. You know, it's accessible to everything.
It's a great place for people to move who are looking to buy their first house, which is why I came here. And it's kind of the last affordable but safe neighborhoods that you can really move to.
The plight is quickly decreasing. A lot of it, you know, due to Ori.
Well, Ori bought a house around the corner, the 3-story house on the corner. And when he moved in, he came and introduced himself to everybody. Well, in that conversation, I thought a lot of him because he was so young and he was about something. You know, he was about revitalizing the neighborhood right then and there.
I found out about Ori just through the development that he was doing here in Point Breeze.
He's engaging with the community, and he's making this not just his decision when he comes in to build. He actually makes this a community decision.
His impression on me is progress. Progress, no matter what anybody says.
Where we're located now, this was an abandoned lot, crack vials, heroin needles.
I mean, it was awful. There were concrete barriers sitting there. There were literally tons of garbage in there.
He spent his own money to fix that up. For over 20 years, that was a deplorable place with trash and everything.
He finally had enough and wanted it clean and nice so that people could enjoy it.
The city gave him a hard way to go for spending his own money. He didn't ask them for nothing to fix that up.
Now look, this is part of the development. I don't know about anybody else, but I love to see it.
I believe if Ori does become a council person, that he will look out for not only Point Breeze, but South Philly as a whole.
He makes a lot of connections with you know, civic associations and with people who are community leaders to make sure that they understand.
He's direct and to the point. He doesn't waste a lot of time.
Someone like that could do well in, you know, city council.
2 blocks away on Naudane, a woman close to my age, a doctor who worked at the University of Pennsylvania, was murdered. There are only 2 ways to get to that street, east or west. So you've got a 50-50 shot of catching somebody coming into that street from the cameras. So once some of the details started to come out, Ori scoured his videos. He sat in the basement of this coffee shop for days trying to figure out the timestamps and who it may have been and kind of coordinating with the police. And he caught the guy.
I think Ori is a bright star for this neighborhood, and hopefully will bring families that have the opportunity to prosper here in this area.
We have to think about our next generation. It's safer, it's a safer corridor now because of all the new development and people coming in and investing, not taking out, but they investing and putting in.
He's a visionary, and I think that working along with the CDC and other organizations, and besides the people that are coming in the neighborhood, people that have lived in the neighborhood, that this could almost become a beloved community.
This was the first community that I moved in that was a true community. It wasn't a neighborhood. There were individuals here that cared deeply about their neighbors, cared deeply about the residents around them, and for the first time I really felt welcome. I really felt that it was an opportunity to be a part of something.
All I can say, he was a good neighbor. You know, if I needed him, he'd be there for me. I know that.
He listens to the people, not the machine.
You know, whatever I do, I want that energy that he has, and that courage that he has.
It's not always who you are. It's what you can do for the area that you are going to be part of.
I think he'll really make it a cool place to be, and I'd love to be a part of that.
So he cares about people.
Ori, I love him. That's all I can say.